Hi, everyone. Welcome back to A Filthy Talk, Filthy Lot's weekly panel discussion show coming to you live from the Filthy Lot Studios in North Vancouver. I'm your host, Trevor Gemma, and this is my co-host, Roz Young.
Hello, Internet.
Oh, I'm talking over you almost. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for those who are joining us again. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff. And also today is returning as the captain of the Starship chat room, we have Ash Turner.
Shaking, guys.
Some stuff. In fact, we're gonna talk about what's shaking first up.
Yeah, I think we should talk about the big news in south of the border.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Big news in the U.S. Bernie's mittens. That is the biggest news out of the U.S. this week. The internet cannot get enough, and they are delightful.
Yeah.
He just brought this like beautiful Vermont granddad energy. We're seeing it on screen here. He just showed up with these mittens. They are magical. They're also called smittens, in case anybody didn't know, because they're actually repurposed.
I did know this.
Repurposed wool sweaters into mittens. And so that's amazing.
Yeah.
And
they're fleece on the inside, and
the fleece on the inside is actually made from recycled plastic bottles.
Oh, really?
They are amazing, and people are making all these memes out of the beautiful, beautiful energy that he brought to the inauguration.
What's crazy about this is like there's all the memes, and I felt kind of bad like seeing the memes because I love Bernie, and I think he should have won 4 years ago.
Why do you feel bad about memes?
I felt bad because like this is a guy he didn't get the nomination again, and he's sitting there all grumpy.
He's not grumpy.
He looked grumpy, but
he's just chilly.
I think I'm wrong because he saw the meme, and rather than being like I'm being mocked by the world, he took that meme and is making shirts out of it, selling sweaters with him on it, sitting in the chair, and the proceeds are going to charity. So
what was your favorite meme?
My favorite one is one that I got sent by Ash earlier today, where he is doing an armbar in a UFC fight, which is hilarious.
Very beefy legs.
And my second favorite, I was surprised to see on our own Instagram account that I was standing next to Bernie.
In one of our meetings?
Yeah, no, not in a meeting.
The sketch.
It's from Rap House. From Rap House, if you haven't seen it, it starts with a scene in our boardroom, and I'm standing up at everyone else is seated around the table, and they put Bernie at the table next to me, and I saw that this morning, and I was like, oh, I'm standing next to Bernie.
My favorite one is the, sitting there with his grumpy granddad energy, and it's just like, this could have been an email. Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
In unmitten-related news.
Yeah, although the things that could also be made from repurposed sweaters that I'm very excited about is coming on, February 19th on Disney Plus is the entirety of the original Muppet Show. All 5 seasons. Our cameraman is now dancing.
The music just plays right in your head, right, Casey?
Whatever. I'm really excited about it because back in like early 2000s, they started releasing them on DVD, and they did like 1 season, and the next year, the next season, and third season, and they stopped at season 3, and they stopped releasing. So I've only had the first 3 seasons for 20 years to be able to watch, and the reason for that was the families of the people who were the guest stars. They were asking for like an exorbitant amount of royalties for DVD sales, so they just never did it. But now it's going on Disney Plus, so I guess stuff got ironed out, and I got 2 seasons of stuff.
Disney just paid it because they are Disney.
They might have just, they're like, we own everything, so whatever, go away.
You want to be on The Mandalorian? You're in.
Maybe we'll see Muppets. I want Muppets.
Everybody is a Muppet except Mando.
Yeah. Just. I'm stoked to see 2 seasons of a show that I love dearly. That I haven't now. Those 2 seasons I haven't seen since my childhood. So, looking forward to it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Did you watch Muppets at Christmas?
I did, and
Everybody watches Muppets at Christmas.
We had talked about it, and Muppet Christmas Carol is my favorite version of the Christmas Carol.
It is the best. I did a lot of research this Christmas. I watched all of them. The Muppets is the best.
Oh my god. All of them? Every version of the Christmas Carol?
Every one that I could get my hands on.
Oh, that's rough. That's a lot of Scrooge. Wow. Yep. I watched it, even though I have it on DVD, I watched it on Disney Plus, and I was shocked that they cut out one of the songs. because it completely changes the movie.
Yep.
It's the sad, like the Love Is Gone song. They cut it out. I guess they're like, children don't want to be depressed, and it's like, okay, they don't really understand what this is about. But
holidays are only for happiness and presents.
Well, it ruins like his Scrooge's journey, because that's like what starts his like becoming bah humbuggy. And then at the very end of that movie, they end with there's a reprise. There's a reprise of the same song, and it turns into The Love We Found.
Yep.
And I'm like, there's no reference anyway.
Some future episode about the Muppets will deal with the rest of that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I also checked out and looking forward to today will be the third episode of WandaVision. The first two, did you have a chance? Did you watch them? Oh no.
Well, the reason I have not, we will talk about in the rest of this episode.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I actually got it in. I was surprised.
I had things to build.
I won't give anything away about the show. There's just an aspect that doesn't really spoil anything that I'm really excited about is that Wanda, or the Scarlet Witch, actually, her powers are her powers from the comic for the first time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, where she's not just like doing this and like basically it's telekinesis.
Yeah, I'm Jean Grey, because you get it.
Yeah.
That's
now she's actually altering reality. Like there's moments
Yeah.
when she does like in the blink of an eye, she completely changes her outfit.
Did they talk at all about her parents?
No.
Ooh.
No, it hasn't got there at all.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah.
What about? Okay, never mind.
What about what?
I'll find out.
Okay.
I'll find out.
You read some of the storyline. You know the stuff
yeah.
about Scarlet Witch and Vision. So there's an aspect that I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Okay. I wait.
So before we get on to the meat of the show, which is Minecraft, we have to give this away from last week. We have the Expanse box set on Blu-ray, courtesy of ViaVision, and I have our entrance in a very tiny hat. And Roz, if you would do the honors,
me? Oh.
please. Pull a name.
I haven't warmed my hands up for the magic to happen.
Oh, you said it's me. I thought you were going to take the Expanse.
It's me.
It's me.
No, I told everybody last week that I've already watched it.
Ah.
I need this one.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun.
Who is our winner? You can read it out. I mean, it's my writing, so it's not very legible.
It's Warren.
Warren.
Congratulations, Warren Tiplady.
Tiplady?
Tiplady?
Cool.
Tiplady.
Yeah, I don't know. Tip lady. I'm not going to try. I never did. So congratulations, Warren Tiplady, or however you pronounce it.
Warren team.
Our marketing team will get a hold of you. And you're the winner of the Expanse box set.
Congratulations and enjoy.
And we have something else to give away.
Amos for life. What?
We have this to give away.
What? More prizes?
Yeah, it's Saved by the Bell, the complete collection, which has Good Morning Miss Bliss, like OG, seasons 1 through 4 of the original show, college years, and the movies.
Hot dog.
Oh yeah. So the rules for this giveaway are going to be slightly different. What I'm going to get people to do is you have to subscribe to a Filthy Lots YouTube channel, and
But Trevor, what if they're already subscribed?
then you have that part covered. That's
Okay.
all good. We can see that you're subscribed or not. And comment.
Ash has questions too.
Oh, what's up?
Warren's in the chat, and Warren says their last name is pronounced Tip Lady.
I love that it's in chat. It's like, it's sure saying pronunciation. That's funny.
Yeah.
Unless it was spelled phonetically different. But yes, okay, congrats, Warren. I love that you're in the chat. That's great, because now you know. You're probably really excited. I'm happy for you. So for Saved by the Bell, comment on, not in the live chat, but on this video on YouTube, with the name of our new Minecraft server, which you will find out later in the episode. So if you want to win this,
Sneaky.
that's how you got to get it.
Oh, you're diabolical.
Indeed, so don't say it right now.
I can't tell, but my lips are sealed.
Where's that name? Warren. Oh, we know. Warren knows.
It's in.
Spats.
Yeah, he's in chat. It's fine.
It's great. That's the perfect way for that to happen. Okay, so Minecraft. We are going to talk about Minecraft, but before we do that, we need guests. So, welcoming to the stage first, you have seen him on previous episodes of Filthy Talk, and just last week, our Set Deck Witchcraft Labs episode about bioluminescent plants, which was very cool.
So good.
Kevin Phung, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hello.
Welcome
How's it going?
back.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Always welcome. Cheers.
And also joining us for the first time, actually one of the newest people at A Filthy Lot, member of our costume teams, and she jumped in with both feet. and has become a friend.
And part of our huge game online community.
Totally jumped in with both feet into the gaming aspect of this and like is so gung-ho. And I appreciate your enthusiasm like crazy. And welcome to A Filthy Talk, Victoria Walsh. Cheers! Okay, so we, including Ash and how many others? 6 other people?
And more to come.
Didn't do a
More
head
to
count.
come.
More to come.
More to come.
So far, there's like 11 or 12 of us playing Minecraft. We launched a server last Thursday, and we all have Minecraft fever. We are in Minecraft Mania.
That's one way to put it, yes, yeah. Too many hours.
I joined like a couple of days late, and already people were just like, I'm logging so many hours.
Did you join late?
Well, I joined the server, but we didn't get on. You guys were on Thursday. The launch was Thursday, and then we weren't on until the weekend.
Oh, you weren't.
Remember?
It's all a blur. It was a week, but it feels like longer.
That Saturday was rough.
Yeah,
That was a
Saturday
really rough
was
Saturday.
That was intense.
Yeah.
That was the longest I've sat there and just played a game and like shunted life for a long time.
I forgot to eat.
Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Yeah.
But we should say a little bit, like, you guys should tell us a little bit about your Minecraft journey. Because
Indeed.
You're the players who have played before the most, probably. I mean, Alex has played, and Alex helped us set up the server, but, you know, tell us a bit about your journey previously with Minecraft.
You want to start?
Sure. I feel like I've been playing the most currently because over quarantine, it was like such a huge bulk of my time was playing on Minecraft.
Oh.
It's such a like great way to hang out with people and also like work on something, and it consumes so much time that it's just kind of natural. I think that it totally exploded over quarantine and was like very much a center of my focus. So I started playing maybe like 2 years ago, and even just since I've been playing, there's been so many updates and the game has changed so much.
Over 2 years.
Yeah, like they consistently add to the game a lot.
Wow. That's cool.
So when Kevin joined and we played a little bit, I think that you were thrown off by like all of the things that didn't exist.
There are a lot of new changes. I'm going to sound like a huge nerd now, like I'm saying this, because if you started 2 years ago, I started, must have been like 10 years ago, when it first started picking up steam.
Why are you worried about saying I'm a huge nerd?
Yeah,
This is
you're in the
Philly
right
Talk
place.
Full of nerds.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
welcome home.
I just don't like admitting it, you know?
Hey man.
But no, yeah, it was about 10 years ago I picked it up and I was playing like solo by myself and everything, and I finally decided to look online and see if there's other servers, and I ended up finding a server called AGMC, and it was like in depth. There's a big like griefing problem, and griefing is essentially like players coming in and like ruining other people's experiences and all this other stuff. So the server they required you to apply. Like you had to write up a little like description about yourself and like show pictures of the things that you'd built, and hopefully they were like, hey, like we like you, like come on in, we'll whitelist you, and so I ended up like joining this server. Like, you had up to 20 people playing at a time, and we ended up like creating some of the biggest builds. It was like 300 by 300, 400 by 400, like creating these massive things that took months.
Were they all people you didn't know, or did you know anyone?
Complete strangers.
Did you go on to like maintain any kinds of connections with the people that you played with in real life?
I think after like not in real life,
No?
but like we did say
Or
like,
even through gaming? Like
yeah, we
in
had
other
on
games?
like we ended up like branching out to other games and trying out different things and like experimenting. We definitely like started because of the mining aspect, we created like a dwarven guild that has carried on into even like space games like Star Citizen, where we're like mining asteroids and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Sweet.
So you should be in Deep Rock Galactic more with us.
Yeah.
We talked about this last time.
I know.
And hey, I did play with you guys.
That's
so.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a total noob, and I have to admit that I had some like preconceived notions
said
about.
something.
Yeah, I thought Minecraft looked terrible. I was like, I've lived through the evolution from ColecoVision to modern AAA gaming. I'm not going to play a thing with blocky dudes. Like, no, I don't have time for this. It's for kids. And I am eating my words like crazy. I am completely obsessed with this game. I understand why it's the best-selling game of all time. It's insanely fun, especially if you're playing with people. Like you were saying, the social aspect is surprisingly large. Like I didn't think that would be a thing. And this is also, our server is the first time I've played with that many people I know in real life, played a video game together.
And imagine when we can get even more Filthy Lot family members playing, like all of our people who are interested. Because there's a bunch of people who are like, oh, you're playing? Oh,
Yeah.
this is like, oh, heck yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in.
And
you
then
know?
just jump in and go hard. Like Chris Livingston came in only
Really?
3 days
Like a couple
ago,
days ago.
and I don't know if you guys have been over to his place. Actually, we can show the people at home what
1
we
week.
have been working on.
One week of Filthy Town.
I do want to point out that this doesn't have the textures or look anything like the original Minecraft.
Oh,
I
true.
I
Oh,
took
you-
these
yeah,
screenshots
you did
because
these screenshots.
I added some like shaders and like textures
Yep.
to make it look a lot more appealing for me anyway.
Yeah, which is cool. It's something that
yeah.
you can do to the game is change the look of it to suit you with different shaders and
Panda
mods
does
for the
have
game.
some. I mean, the Trash Panda does have some weird like angular texture thingies on. No,
What are you talking about? It looks great.
it looks great.
looks
Okay,
great.
it looks great.
Okay, so you guys are seeing at home, like this has only been since just a day past a week. Last Thursday we launched our server, and this is what we've been able to accomplish in just a week.
Mushroom House.
Mushroom House. And I gotta say the game is really accessible.
Marshall's
to,
house is also an aquarium, in case anyone can't see that below.
Randy's
He's
house-
building this tower of all the different materials.
The tower of many
Ugly
things.
AF. I don't know, buddy. That's our castle.
That is an epic castle to have been
Yep,
done
yep.
in such
Oh,
a
the
short
world
time.
map that Matt's been trying to build up. Yeah.
Yep. Our big world map in there.
Man.
Also,
Oh yeah, I went hardcore
Subterranean.
dwarf. I have gone
Yep,
into the
below
ground. I've only surfaced recently.
oh, the Temple of Artemis. This is Alex's build. Alex has built it. You can go in and then under the water. Pretty cool. There is the Raccoon Monument, leisure and recreation.
Yeah, the Trash Pandemonium, which we will get into a little bit after we're done the slideshow here, because there's or Trash Pandamonument.
Well, but
what it is
the
itself,
activity
right?
is Trash Pandemonium
Yeah.
at the Trash Pandemonium Monument leisure and recreation area. That is correct.
Is there a way we could shorten that?
No.
Oh.
You actually have
No.
to say the entire name every single time you go to the monument.
Oh no.
I feel like this week-long event was a whole ploy for us to get you materials.
No, it really wasn't. People are saying that because Alex is running around doing like surprise ones to throw people off the scent of what his actual challenge is.
Well, yeah, but Victoria's been popping signs everywhere, like making weird,
or
real sus.
Victoria has been.
I think you need to explain like exactly what trash pandemonium is.
Oh yeah, fair enough actually.
I mean, yeah. I think what's going to happen is in the future we will have some footage of what's happening on our server.
And the goal is we're starting a gaming channel.
Yeah.
The gaming channel will have gaming.
It will have gaming, so there'll be a lot of Minecraft on
And
there.
you'll see us playing and doing all sorts of things. And naturally, we got into the world, and some people are builders, and some people are resource collectors. And that's super fun about Minecraft, that you make the game whatever you want the game to be.
Yeah, and I don't think I've really played anything like this before.
Yeah.
Like I haven't played a full like complete sandbox game like this before, where I was taken off guard by the amount of fun it is to jump into a game without there's no objective, there's no go here and do a thing. It's just here's a world.
Yeah.
So what are your guys' goals? What kind of game are you playing?
Well, right now, I've been playing a lot on my own server with my friends, and I've done a lot of builds. So I kind of started on this server doing something that I haven't really done before, which is grinding the game to get really powerful magic items and just all the most unbeatable armor and weapons and stuff. So essentially, I'm gonna be very godlike, and no one can stand up to me.
I think you're doing a lot of end game stuff early on.
Yeah, I'm speedrunning the game.
It's a pre-end game, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just love just doing creative world building. And what I loved about us starting a server was the fact that we had a bunch of different levels of experience. You and Ash started this for the first time, and I loved how quickly you went dwarf mode. How quickly, and because of that, I was able to take everything that you were mining out because you didn't know what to do with it, and I was able to use that to build the town that we live in, or I live in anyway, and
I got
just
a
go
room
from
there.
there. But you fell right into it and just committed to it because you loved that, and that's what I love is that Minecraft is a game where you find something that you enjoy and you just commit to it and just roll with it because that's just what you're interested in. And like just the different levels of creativity that come out of that is amazing.
It is. It's very cool that it's a freedom of creativity that I've never. I mean, the closest thing I've ever experienced was like Mario Paint back on the Super Nintendo, where it's like just make a thing.
I really like what we're doing with like Trash Pandemonium without getting too much into it, but putting like minigame style stuff into Minecraft is something that like I'm just starting to get used to. Outside of our server, it's something that like, because Minecraft is open source, like you saw with our video, Kevin's got texture packs that you can just very easily upload into your game so that you see the aesthetics you want to see. Mm-hmm. People have also made entire server lobbies that are just like mini game challenges built within the Minecraft world.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, this is the Hunger Games. It is.
What?
It is a scary game.
It's like the books, not the movies.
Or
the
it's
movies
worse.
like
It's
the books.
worse.
So-
People are brutal.
And the way I like to play games is I like to force people to play games with me.
Yes,
So of
this is
course
true.
I built a huge raccoon out of wool and called him the Trash Pandemonium Monument and Leisure and Recreation Area.
Yep.
And when you go up there, I put a bunch of challenges into a chest, and then you pull a lever, and everybody on the server who showed up and wanted to participate got a challenge that sort of targets them to complete shenanigan-type pranks against one of the other players.
Yeah, which is great. And then it wasn't until yesterday when that happened that someone said, what are these challenges going to be like? Bring Roz a bunch of diamonds or something? And was it you that said that? Or you both said it?
Yeah.
Just like super suspicious, being like, this is, I don't know. And I don't
None
know
of
what.
this benefits me.
I don't know what other challenges people got, but it wasn't until, I took a very long road to accomplish my goal because the thing that I randomly got, I hadn't been doing anything to help me do that at all. And I was like, oh crap, I need this and this and this. I don't want to give it away because, yeah, but whatever. So I ended up having to facilitate me. I'm like, well, if I'm going to start getting this resource, I want a lot of it. So, because I'm very much a resource gatherer. I've got treasure hoards across the map already. But I took the long road of like, I'm going to set up a thing so that I can start gathering this resource and blah, blah, blah. Instead of just going to get the thing and do the task, it took me hours last night. And I finally achieved it at like 1:30 in the morning.
I also feel like my task benefits Roz.
Yes,
I think that if you think you're getting away with it, we know.
we're on to you.
I have a great one. It's great.
Well, mine,
I can't
it wasn't until I finished it and did it that I looked and went, oh, I totally have the Get Diamonds for Roz mission.
What? No! I'm gonna give diamonds away. That'll be the prize. I did not intend that it would benefit me.
I'm not saying it's actually diamonds. I'm just thinking that my mission does benefit you.
It's very conveniently like something that I know you want.
Interesting. It tells me a little bit about which ones you might have. There is one that benefits me, but Matt will be so mad. So if it's that one, that's interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
But no,
Some of the other ones I think are super fun and silly, and it's only gonna be a week. And then I'm hoping that other people.
Oh, yeah, we'll totally.
Yeah.
We'll switch it
Someone
up.
else, other people can start the challenge, and they can also like call a Trash Pandemonium, and then call us all to the monument, and then do your like task thing. It would be super fun.
I'm just realizing I should mention something to people at home who were interested in this. In the slideshow, you saw something that said a filthy town. That is not the name of our server. The server is called A Filthy Land. A Filthy Land.
A filthy land.
Yes. So that is the answer if you're looking for it. Otherwise, let's continue. I have a question for Kevin.
Hi.
So when you got super hardcore into the server that you joined,
Yeah.
what kind of hours were you logging, and what made you stop?
I feel attacked right now. And,
No. I have said on this show before with DC Universe Online, there used to be a thing where you could track your overall hours played, and I have actually given up over a year of real time, 24-hour days in that
Oh
game.
man. Okay. Well, when I really think about it, oh geez, there are a lot of all-nighters because everyone was from different time zones, and like at the time,
Oh, yeah.
this is when I had just left high school and I wasn't sure what I was doing, and I had a lot of free time. I was trying to find like classes to do, but like on weekends, it was like, okay, cool. Like I'm up till 7 in the morning, like playing with these people in the States. I think I was playing with people in Europe. And we all just had a really different interest. Like we tried to mod our server and all these other things, but like if I had to say, I could put a number to it, like it could have been anywhere close to like 1,000 hours within like a year and a half.
Wow.
Which is a lot.
I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. But what is the thing that made you stop?
I think some of us just kind of branched off just because we were tired of, at the time, Minecraft kind of stopped updating and doing innovative updates. And if anything, like what blew our mind was the fact that the amount of money that they're putting into the franchise wasn't actually going into the actual development, or at least that we didn't see. It took a long time to see any updates that you mentioned that you now see. Like there's a bunch of them happening within a couple of years. But at the time, like we went like 2 or 3 years without seeing anything new.
Oh.
And so we kind of got bored of it. We moved on to other games, hoping
okay.
that it would do something.
That's
and
a good reason.
It kind of branched out. And
Yeah.
also, you can only play so many blocks before you get a little tired of it.
Self-realization of like, what am I doing?
Yeah, when you look in the mirror, you're like, whoa, God. Oh.
Well, I was wondering because you said you did like a huge project that was Compass Town or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
We built a giant compass, and I do not remember the numbers off the top of my head, but it had to have been at least 400 by 400 like blocks, which is like 400 meters by 400 meters. I don't know. I can't remember what the scale is, but yeah.
I figured it might have been like at the point of completion of a massive project, you just kind of went, well, I'm not going to do something bigger than this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was huge. Like just it was the biggest thing I've seen, and like I can't remember if it actually got posted on Reddit or not, but yeah, it did make it there, and like eventually kind of blew up a little bit, but then like teetered off because we never fully completed it.
Oh.
Because they did update something and it broke our map, and so we had to start
no.
new. Yeah. So we had to do
man.
you adapt.
Ash, you had your hand up. You had a question or something from the chat?
One comment and one question.
Oh.
Ooh.
So there has been a comment from Jamie that says Victoria's shirt is simply the zest. And also Marshall would like to know which pet, living or dead, did you like the most?
That's a Roz question for the people at home.
Everybody has pets now in the game, but when I started my first thing...
No.
What?
I don't have a pet right now.
Yeah, I think pets are the worst in game. The AI for like all the mobs is so stupid. They just follow you around and they like get caught into like corners and they interrupt what you're trying to do. I don't know how you have so many cats follow you around. in
Roz,
game.
you should know this. You have a graveyard for like 5 pets now?
Yes, the pet cemetery is coming along nicely. They're all accidental deaths. But the first thing that I did is I jumped in the river, punched a bunch of fish in the face, got some raw fish, turned around, found a cat, made a best friend.
Was that literally the first thing?
Literally the first thing. His name is Dr. Pickles. Rest in peace. Dr. Pickles didn't make it. He was killed by a creeper. And then I got a dog, and the dog fell off a cliff. So Radish didn't last very long either. So the pet cemetery, is filled with some accidental deaths. I've decided no more dogs because the dogs were eating all my sheep. So I went out and now I have 4 more cats.
Oh, nice.
Don't know why you do this to yourself.
The worst part is like all 4 cats will come into the room and then sit on top of all the chests. Then you can't open any of the chests. So then I hear Matt yelling from downstairs in the Minecraft house because he's like, "Get your goddamn cats out of this house!" I think my favorite cat is my first cat, Dr. Pickles.
Oh, the dead one?
Yeah, well, the first cat, it's my first one. I since have replaced, he was orange and really cute, and I have replaced him with another cat who is also orange, who is named Sergeant Pickles and is still alive.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a sergeant.
Why is Pickles the most prominent name?
It went with Pickles the first time, so I figured all the cats will be named Pickles. Sort of like Lisa, my,
Oh, Snowball 1, Snowball 2.
Yeah.
So when do we hit Sir Pickles?
Sir Pickles? Sir Pickles will be next.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Sir Pickles Brinsley III.
Ooh! Thank you for naming the next cat. Matt, I need another cat!
I respect the fact that you built a graveyard with tombstones that have a little thing about them. Because I as soon as I saw wolves and someone was like, "Oh, you can tame them," I did. I had bones and I was like, I didn't know what to do with them, so I tamed a wolf and I didn't give him a name. and he died in my defense.
Yeah, they're
and
great.
he defended a noob, so it was a noble cause. It was nice.
Yeah.
Very noble. Very noble.
I gotta say, one of the things I love about playing Minecraft with like multiple people also having voice chat is just the things that you hear in the background as you're playing. It's like you got a peaceful Minecraft music happening, and then you have screaming. Or like that time when I was trying to make that library, like I was trying to build a library, and I didn't have the books, and it was a whole ordeal to build them, and I wanted to, like, I was like, okay, I'm farming cows because I needed leather.
That got wild.
That went like, what was it, 2-hour detour?
That was
Yeah.
more than 2 hours, my friend. Trying close to 6 to 8. That was crazy. Like, I honestly think that might have been over 2 different days, 2 different play sessions.
I think it's in the nature of the game to function like that, though, and that's why people like get so addicted to it. Is it's like you start out doing one thing, and because of your goals there, you think I should upgrade like this so that it's easier for me, and then you focus on doing that and improving, and then the game rewards you, and then you are like, well, now I'm inspired to do something else and like keep going this way and make it better for myself, and you get a reward again, and then you're working really hard, and then you're rewarded, and then you just never want to stop playing.
Well, I think that also when you're playing with a bunch of other people, like I mean, for me, this is how this has gone, is single-mindedly I'm doing my thing. I'm like carving out a mine, I'm doing it a certain way. I've noticed everyone else is like doing single-layer strip mines that is just long, endless lines.
Not everyone.
And I'm like,
That's mostly
ugh.
Matt and I.
Well, no, there's a few people doing it.
Oh, okay.
And whereas I'm doing
Nice
like
life.
4x4 tunnels, like building tunnels that are nicely lit, and then I'll go off the side and then I'll seal it back up and I'll. But it's build your own objective, which is something I've never come across before. It's always do what the game tells you to. Maybe there's side quests, but
wait, what was
you
the
can
end
get
of the-
distracted by what other people are doing. Because suddenly someone on like in a social aspect
Right.
is like, "Oh, I just got like when I saw the map in your castle,
Yep.
I went, I'm sorry, what?" And now I've gone map crazy. Like,
You went full cartographer.
oh yeah, I totally did. I was like, what do I need for paper? How do I get that? Now I've got like a massive amount of sugar cane, and it snowballs though. As soon as you
Wait,
find out about a
I
thing
feel
you
like I
want,
don't know the end of this story of the cows.
Oh man.
not
did it
mine.
end? Oh, it was,
No, it's still ongoing.
yeah.
Because it never finished. So I wanted leather. Vicky has more knowledge about like today's modern Minecraft mechanics. So I asked her, like, how do I get a tool that will drop more leather? She's like, you need to get looting for your sword. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I can just go to the chance. Like, no, you need to go find a villager who'll sell it to you. I was like, okay, how do I get that? It's like, we need blaze rods. So I was like, this is foreign language to me.
Yeah.
What is this? We have to go to the Nether and find a fortress. I still don't know what that is. So ended up being like an hour of me running through this weird like hellscape.
Yep.
Running through, finding this weird tower, being surprised by it, and then we all you came and joined me after finding me, and we went
Speaking
and
of
found
lots of screaming, when you guys were fighting those things,
yeah. And
I
so
was peacefully doing stuff, and you're like, what do I do?
how surprised do you think I was when like I'd never seen these things? All of a sudden, a floating fiery thing starts throwing fireballs at you.
Oh wow!
Right, and it's just like, I need to kill those. Like that's what I need to do. And so you all of a sudden you're gathering like 10 of these. We got 10 each, and all of a sudden that was like 45 minutes later.
That
And by
was
the end of it, we like
far
went,
more than 45 minutes.
Yeah.
was it?
You have no concept of time when you're
No,
playing.
but that's the danger of the game.
That's how subtly addicting it is.
That
But
was
no,
hours.
Yeah, it was hours.
Yeah.
It was hours.
It was ours.
Oh,
anyways,
no, it's okay, buddy.
Anyways,
It's okay.
eventually we got all the blaze rods. We left the fortress after loot, like taking all like the nice loot, and then we stepped out. And I was like, why did I come here? Why am I here? Why?
Yeah.
Like, what set me out on this
You
path?
had to ask Victoria why you were doing
Yeah,
this.
and she was like, you wanted leather. I was like, what? How do we go this far?
Yeah.
Well, how? Okay, well, apparently I don't know time. How much time had passed since I said I need more leather?
Well, because what took so long was you were exploring the Nether trying to find the fortress, and that was like probably 2 hours by itself.
Yeah.
And then we got to the fortress and we had to fight all of the mobs, and that took like another like half hour at least.
At least.
And then we had to get back.
Are you okay?
No.
You're gonna quit, aren't you?
Yeah.
But your library is so great now.
I do think it's
I don't have the leather. I don't have the books. I haven't done it yet.
So
Wait.
we still need
Oh.
to get the zombie villagers, make the potions to reanimate them, reanimate the villagers, give them a job.
You're right. Yeah, this happened next.
Yeah. And then you give it the wrong
Vicky,
job,
you were
so
like,
you have
we
to
need a
find
villager.
another villager. And
How do we do that? You need a potion. The reason we went to the Nether was to get Blaze Rust to make a brewing stand. I was like, why do we need to go to the
Vicky,
hellscape to do this?
I have a question.
God.
Are you doing what we've been accusing Roz of doing and using Kevin to farm your agenda of endgame stuff in the Nether?
I have to say, it's very useful that Kevin keeps finding all of the rare objects that I want.
See.
I trust you guys.
You know what?
I trusted you.
Hey, you know how else you can get a bunch of leather? Just grow a bunch of wheat and keep feeding your cows, making them multiply.
Yeah, and then I crashed the server. Yeah. Yeah.
Your cow farm was a nightmare.
Yeah. I also agree. I don't agree with it, but you have to sometimes do what you need to do to get leather. If that means sticking 200 cows within an 8x4 square, yeah, I will do it.
They start suffocating by them, like without you doing anything in that space.
Is that my
Wait,
fault?
like in the game mechanics?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I made a nice little cow pen that's got like a little watering hole and stuff. It's quite lovely. I just
You're a
did it
better
yesterday.
man than me, Trevor.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
But everybody can play the game in their own way, right? You can min-max it, or you can like role play.
Yeah,
amazing.
I have
That's true.
claimed an ambitious amount of land for a project that I'm starting.
Ambitious and potentially illegal. Like I don't know how you can just run around and be like, "It's mine" because I put a flare down.
So
No, that's a general rule.
that's sort of a general rule, but
You
it's
put a
not just
torch
flares.
there.
There should be I don't know. Trevor's amount of land is like a whole chunk.
No,
of the
it's
game.
not. Not if you zoom out.
Okay, you know what? I'll give them that one. You have an entire mine, and everywhere I go, it's like, that's my mine. It's like,
Yeah, it's
I'm
like-
like 300 blocks that way, dude.
You keep planning to make a kingdom, but like you haven't built anything yet. You've just run around being like, I'm gonna make a kingdom. I'm gonna make a kingdom.
It's not true. I built a bridge. It's a small bridge, but I built it. And Ash has built a workshop on the surface now, so I can now. It's coming. Just you watch.
I love how forgetful you are coming out of that, like, with that giant tunnel. It takes you like 2 minutes to get from the bottom to the top, and you're like, I forgot the map.
Oh, that's awful. That's why there's the storeroom up top and at the bottom. That tunnel is insane. It's very long.
Yeah, you're very lucky.
It's. I realized that where Chris Livingston settled, I made a map, and I was in my storeroom at like bedrock level, and I was looking at the map, and I'm like, what is that thing on this map on the surface? It was just this like, there's a little like square of water and I was like, what the hell is it? And it got bigger and bigger and I went, that's Livingston's like castle he's building, and realized that he's like basically direct up and like a little over from where I am, which is not on the same map, that tunnel brings me to under his place. But it's all gonna be interconnected. I got a huge plan. I will execute on it.
We have spent a very long time on this.
It's gonna keep going.
1 week, you guys. We've been doing this 1 week.
It's only 1 week. It's not that bad.
1 week.
When I used to work at EB Games, even though Minecraft is E for everyone, we did have to like explain to parents the addictive nature of the game and how to limit or not how, but just mention limits, especially with young children.
Yeah.
It's super popular with children on the autism spectrum.
Oh.
And it does become like people bring it back and complain because it
Sucks your life
feeds
away?
into that like
Yeah.
fulfillment and like work and progress and things, and I feel like we need to have that reminder sometimes with the
Yes.
way that we're playing it.
true.
Yeah, well, it reminds me like back when I was playing it, like for 10 years ago. Yeah, when you're putting that many hours into it, yeah, it is a very like not insidious, but like it's a very like subtly addicting game. But like it's kind of like conflicting for me because it is a very creative game. It's one of those ones that you can experiment and like you discover things and also like socialize with the friends around you if you're able to find those kind of people. But like trying to find a balance between like playing that, creating new things, socializing, and also lastly like balance your real life where you're able to step away from it can be really difficult.
It can.
Replace
Yeah.
things. Like
Sorry?
it shouldn't replace things. It's very comforting, and it can be like it can help as a support. if you need something to fulfill your time, but it shouldn't replace other parts of your life.
Especially now, though, I find that there is a benefit to it. Like, I haven't had as much of a social aspect aside from like seeing people at work over the last almost year now with COVID, that I'm getting a very real social interaction with all of the people we're playing with, and it's
Pandemonium!
It's really nice. It's a lot of fun. I definitely am over the line as far as like leading into that. I just get in that mindset of like, I just want to do this one more thing before I go to bed. I just want to do this one more. Oh, okay, I'll just do this one more thing. Like, that's the trap.
Yep.
Ash, go.
I just wanted to input that like the thing that I missed most about non-COVID times is traveling. It's my favorite thing. It's literally why I work, to save money to go to other places in the world. And it's kind of scratching that itch for me just a little bit, because I can just like take off in one direction and find different like biomes and like little cities and townships and stuff like that. And with the new update that's you were talking about before, Victoria, there's some stuff in there that looks like other cool new things to see as well. Yeah, it's scratching the itch for travel in a weird, pixelated, blocky way.
Yeah, and which you brought up something there, the update, and you said it's a completely different game than what you remember.
Oh, yeah.
And Victoria, you have some info on an update that's coming this summer, right?
Yeah, a while back they announced their new Caves and Cliffs update, which has been like a fan request for a very long time, that they update caverns, especially. The cliffs is like a little nice side bonus, but the caves are incredible. So they're adding 3 new biomes to the caverns, and the first one is going to be something called a Lush Cave. So it's going to be the only underground biome with plant life.
Oh.
It's also going to introduce underwater lakes and rivers. And so players can travel through Lush Caves on a boat, potentially.
Oh, cool.
We don't know like everything about exactly what it's going to be like, but Mojang released a trailer about it, and so there's a lot of speculation about what you can do in it. But it's going to introduce all these new plant types with azalea trees on top, as like a marker to where you can find these things.
Oh.
They didn't show what azalea trees look like, so that's another new tree type, new wood type. Anytime they introduce a new resource
here comes
block,
Randy's tower getting taller again.
yeah,
Okay,
types of
okay.
stuff.
As much crap as you give Randy's tower, it has been a very nice marker. But sorry. Go on.
it's okay. It's exciting whenever they introduce a new resource type. That the things that you can do with a new block is endless.
It's like getting a new
decoration.
paint color.
Yeah, it's like a new color.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or a new building material. Like literally in life, if you're like someone, it's like a new type of clay if you're a sculptor, or a new color of paint, or a new type of paint if you're a painter. Like it's something new to design with.
It's totally game changing.
Yeah.
And then, but that's just like the most basic thing. They're also introducing like items that have different mechanics. Like there's a drip leaf plant, which has a platforming mechanic. So it's like got a leaf, and if you jump on the leaf, then it starts to fall and wilt as you step on it.
Oh.
So they're going to disappear, and you have to jump to the next leaf.
Because you can jump on lily pads, but you stay upright.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, noob. 1 week. I've been playing 1 week.
But that's cool. So we can do parkour challenges.
Exactly. There's like already a huge focus on parkour in the Minecraft community. People love to create like the most challenging maps possible, which is so funny because the like physical maneuvering mechanics are so simple. You're just
And
like one guy jumping.
Kind of janky. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who's you haven't built something tall yet, but when you have to like do the crouch and then try to like get over to the edge to place all your blocks.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking is why I'm not doing it.
I feel really bad for Trevor Adams. Today he was like, hey, like I want to like check the shaders. I'm trying to build this thing. I was like, and I keep falling off and dying. He's like, you know, you could hold shift to crouch and like not fall off the edge. And he's like, what? Because the amount of times I saw like Trilobites died is like from a high place. Like,
Yeah.
I thought he was doing something.
So there's Lush Caves in the new update, and what else is coming?
Well, also in the Lush Caves, very important is axolotls, are being introduced.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be in the underwater lakes or underground lakes. There's going to be a new creature type that's tameable, so a new pet type for Roz.
Best friend.
And they
Bigger
attack.
grave. Bigger.
So like you can use them as there are things called underwater monuments, which are full of monsters, and if you take them, then you get incredible loot. Very, very exciting in game.
Oh.
We haven't done
Okay,
yet.
So Victoria's going to be all about the loot.
Yeah.
Okay, before this, you pulled me aside to kind of like let me know that there was an update, and I love how the one thing you showed me is like, you're gonna die. These things will fall and kill you, and that was it. Like, that's all you told me.
Yeah.
That's amazing, though.
A
That
lot
sounds
of
like a really
new
cool update.
things that make interesting traps, which I'm excited to try.
Oh.
So the second type of cavern is called a dripstone cave. And this is what I was showing Kevin earlier. It's a new type of cavern that has stalactites and stalagmites, and they have really interesting mechanics. So a stalactite is a hazard that can fall on you as you're spelunking and kill you. It can also be manipulated as a trap, potentially.
Oh.
You can keep Randy out of
We
your
can
stuff.
Randy-proof our stuff now. Sorry, that was really mean. I don't think Randy's actually stealing anything.
Yeah, there are other people stealing. I don't think I've seen Randy steal.
Who's stealing
Get it.
stuff?
Well, you're manipulating us to get you materials.
I dyed
That's
a couple of
manipulation,
your
not
sheep
theft.
yellow. That's it.
Is it?
Manipulation and theft are different. Manipulation, we're suspicious and still willingly doing the thing. That's not theft.
Look, I didn't put hats on Ash's mushroom house. That was someone else.
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah. Hey Ash, what do you think about that?
I think that the hats on top of Mushroom House were entirely made of yellow and blue wool, and the only people that have direct access to a bunch of yellow and blue wool is Roz and Matt. I don't
Oh.
trust a dang
Look,
word
I
that's
dyed
said out
all
of
of
their
my
mouth.
sheep a rainbow of beautiful colors,
That's
and
super
someone
sus.
could easily come and take my sheep wool. It's possible. You just have to shear the sheep. It doesn't mean it's me.
It was made with like 50 or 60 pieces of yellow and blue
Holy
wool.
crap. Did you take a screen cap of that? Of the hat on the hat?
Yes.
Okay, good. What else is in the update? I'm just curious. I feel like you weren't finished there.
Oh, no, there's so much more. So the stalactites that I was talking about have a mechanic where they drip fluids. If there's a source above, they'll drip into like a cauldron. So it's like a tap. You can fill a cauldron with either water or lava.
Wait, you can fill cauldrons?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There are cauldrons.
I have buckets that I know you could fill, and Ash gave me a cauldron. I didn't know I could fill it with things. I'm a noob. I've
It's
been
so
playing for a week.
Have you put
you-
fish in your bucket?
Would you not assume that a cauldron could be filled though? Like what?
I think I was playing one day and I said, hey, this cauldron, can I put like fire in it or something? And no one responded. I was like,
Fire?
All right. Yeah, I want a flaming cauldron. What?
Put fire under the cauldron.
Yep.
Well, if you're trying to make like a stew or a potion, sure. But I want a flaming cauldron full of fire.
Okay, well, you
Don't
can
judge
fill it
me.
with liquids.
What?
You can fill it with liquids.
Can I fill it with lava?
Yeah.
That's good enough.
The last cavern
Broke Kevin.
is the most unassuming visually that we've seen so far, but I think is probably going to be the most interesting and exciting. Is called the Deep Dark.
Ooh.
Potentially, that's kind of a fan-given name. But the Deep Dark introduces something called a skulk block.
A what?
Skulk,
Skulk block.
yeah.
Okay.
And you've been playing for a while now, so you probably figured audio is such an important part of the game. They
Oh, hell
use
yeah.
audio cues for like everything, and it's a really intelligent design of like communicating to the player what's happening, what's dangerous.
Why are you shaking your head, Kev?
I don't like the sounds.
The sounds?
You're in the middle of a cave and all of a sudden you hear like this weird shriek and you're like, should I be worried about that or is that something? I
I've
get
heard
distracted
some
a lot
stuff
because of it.
that like didn't make sense, and no one had an answer to what it was. I was like, it sounded like a dinosaur roaring, and nothing ever came of it. And I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's understandable. Or how when I started building the town, I'd not seen a single cat. As soon as you and Matt joined, you found a cat. The entire town is just invaded by cats, and all I hear is meowing
Yeah.
through the walls.
At least there's not mooing in your bedroom like there was in my last one.
Fair enough. That's fair.
I don't know why there's more cats in your town, but I'm taming them slowly over time, and I'll bring them to the castle.
audio. You were talking about audio being important.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No, that's a good example because audio, it's like there's very specific noises that relate to very specific things.
Yeah.
So they're giving a block that allows the player to manipulate audio as well. So Skulk is an audio sensor, and you can set off traps and contraptions using audio. And it's in the deep dark biome because there's another thing there that is also audio based, which is a new hostile mob called the Warden. And it's very mysterious and dangerous looking. And it is totally blind. It's like twice the size of your player, and it moves really fast, has a lot of health, and it will like two-shot you probably.
Oh,
we don't know exactly how it's going to kill you, but it will kill you.
Okay, so travel in packs. It's not safe to go alone.
It sounds a lot like the Jurassic Park T-Rex, where, as long as you don't make a sound.
Oh, yeah.
So are we going to just make a Minecraft version of A Quiet Place?
Wait, what?
Or are we going to make
movement.
a Minecraft?
You're right.
A Minecraft version of A Quiet Place.
Oh, God.
I'm going to punch you, and you're going to say something, and all of a sudden we're just going to make a run for it while you get left behind.
Oh, yeah. It's like if you're in the woods and you ever encounter a bear, you don't have to outrun the bear. You just have to outrun your friend.
No, it's true. 100%.
Alex will defend us with the best awesome base ever, wherever we go.
Alex.
That's fair.
Well, he always builds awesome like
Fort Kickass?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fort
Oh
Kickass
yeah,
is
okay,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
that's fair.
He'll just build us an awesome
I don't
base
know.
to protect ourselves.
It is a good defense, but then when you enter the Nether, there's just pigmen everywhere. And I was like, is this a good defense? I don't know.
So, with the update, being a total noob to this game, does it just like install to your current server and then there's suddenly there?
It can. It depends on how this update ends up, but likely it'll just render in chunks that you haven't explored yet in game.
Oh no, Matt's been everywhere.
It's not that bad because the game generates forever, so you can just like relocate and like start a new country basically over in whatever new fancy biome you want to explore.
Oh, that's a point that I wanted to make. When it comes to how much land I'm claiming, is that this game is infinite. There's an infinite landscape. The game just keeps generating new stuff as you keep going in a direction. It's not that big. It's not that big. It'll be fine.
It's infinite until the server just decides to crap out.
We just upgraded our server today.
And I'm going to test those limits probably later.
And more cows.
But don't explore too far.
I'm going to get 400 cows this time.
I mean, I guess if we're getting to the point where we're waiting for an update, it's what, in the summer?
Yeah, this summer that should come out.
So then any new biomes will be outside of our explored area?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But so what Matt wanted to do was he was going to set up one of those like Roman roads where you travel all day, and then in the time that you could go in a day's worth of travel, there would be a hut there, and then the road would continue after that. So you travel for a day, sleeping hut with all the resources you need to like make it through, and then there would be the road would keep going. So maybe we just like build that giant road, and we all go on a journey, and then we get there together, and we build another new town.
I might just see if Alex is willing to let me do plugins and just make a warp.
You can.
That seems like a lot of
manipulate
work.
Portals in the Nether too.
Say again?
You can manipulate portals in the Nether too to like travel really far distances. Also, I think like you're probably overestimating people's attention span of like the town that we're in right now. Super fun and beautiful, and everyone's like making amazing things. By this summer, we might be ready to like make a new country somewhere very far away.
Start from zero.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Did you ever hand up?
No.
Oh, never mind.
Is anything going on in the chat?
They're all like, Minecraft, I don't play.
The best part of the chat is currently that Ben has been posting information like Wikipedia about mining and the history of mining, and in different countries. I'm learning a lot.
Oh, so as with many things like Star Wars, Ben doesn't get it.
Nerd fight.
Sorry, no nerd fight. No nerd fight.
Okay.
I had a question for you, Victoria, because I know that you watch a lot of other people play. And when it comes to something like Twitch, growing up for me was very video games was only something that you did, not something that you watched. And that has shifted drastically in a way that I never thought it would. In that we now have like arenas sold out for people watching esports and that kind of thing, and people watching streamers on Twitch just play video games because they're either good at it or they're interesting personalities. What is it that draws you to watching people play?
Minecraft has become such an incredible spectator game. And there's a lot of reasons why, but particularly over quarantine, a role-playing server called the Dream SMP blew up incredibly. And what they do is like a mix of streaming with your friends, hanging out, role-playing in characters, having a story.
That's cool.
Some very unusually intense acting sometimes. It's like, really, they started out going for like, this is like a funny Minecraft streamers being the wonderful personalities that they are, and then it slowly became like they realized people were responding to the storytelling really well, and it became this like very roleplay heavy storytelling server that I've been following like very well throughout this whole time. And now
It's like
just
watching
insane.
a soap opera. It's your stories.
Yeah.
I actually I agree with this. I don't necessarily like I'm on Twitch per se, but like I watch a lot of recordings of like Twitch on YouTube because I feel like they upload them for more views.
Well, it cuts out the other stuff too.
Yeah, it cuts a lot of the stuff.
Do they cut it down?
Sometimes yes, sometimes it's just a full full stream, like 5 to 6 hours. I usually just have it in the background when I'm like at home or doing something else. But like no, role playing is a huge one. Like it's just really entertaining to listen to someone acting in character as they would be in game, and like just having the goofiest time ever. It's kind of like it's just something that you normally don't see, or like the kind of character that you don't see. So when you see it and you hear it and you see what they're doing, it's actually like really, really entertaining.
It's very like Dungeons and Dragons, honestly, because I mean Minecraft is very similar in nature, and if you want to have this open world story driven by like the players, then you can. And it makes for incredible spectating.
It's just I mean, that's true. I mean, but here's the thing, Roz. You look like something triggered you, but all it takes is someone like you.
No one said D&D, so.
Well, it's just something like Trash Pandemonium is the start, where it's someone introducing something to the sandbox game where creativity is kind of the driving force, and you can just like, here's something to do what you want. And if you have someone introducing fun elements like here's little mini games, if you take that to its end game, it's here's your characters, here's the scenario, this is the world, we've built it now, and here's what's happening as a story.
So
that sounds like a lot of fun.
So when we launch with the new biomes coming in and we resettle, who wants to be a character?
I mean, I'll play a character.
Yeah.
I'm totally down.
I'm just gonna be myself. It's entertaining.
You might not know this, but you are a character. Especially like just hearing you while I'm playing, like it's very entertaining. Your screams of "oh no" are like the way that you react to danger is very funny.
It escalates so fast because it starts out with like, oh no.
Go no. just a lot of screaming. Yeah. it just adds up real quick.
But yeah, audibly through chat, your reactions are very entertaining.
I think that's great, I guess.
It is great. I mean,
glad you take enjoyment in my fear. That's great.
It's not in your
That's
fear.
why we play Phasmophobia.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
What's up, Ash?
Natasha wants to know, do you like the pixelated aesthetic of the game, and do you find it endearing or irritating?
Okay, so I thought that it was the thing that detracted me from playing the game from the get. When I saw that it was a popular game, but it's charming in its simplicity. It reminds me of Legos. Like I'm playing the game and it makes me feel like I'm building a world out of Lego where I just have to go source the color Lego that I want essentially from anywhere, but all you ever get is a single piece. You never get a big like 8x4 square that you can go boom and then build on it. So it's a little more difficult.
Blocks, they're great.
But that's the thing. It's blocks and it's the endless creativity that you can do with just shaping something.
It's definitely reminiscent of Lego.
And,
it's gonna shrink down.
But then seeing Kevin play with his shader, because when you just stream through Discord and I can see what you're playing, I was like, that looks really pretty. Like suddenly they're rendering water to like reflect light and stuff. Where I'm like, okay, that brings in the elements for the evolution of game that I want, like the AAA gaming aspect of like graphic output. To the game, the mechanics of the game,
so charming
I love.
about the simplicity of it.
There is.
Just like
There is a lot of charm in the
Pixel art.
simplicity. Well, actually, Alex earlier was telling me he was like looking at like a poll where it was like top 10 like best looking games, and actually Minecraft with RTX, like the shade, like the ray tracing and shaders, made it to
Really?
that
Wow.
list. Yeah.
That's not even the base game.
No.
So you can, in Minecraft, if anyone doesn't know, you can add in shaders yourself. There's like a mechanic in the game for that. So it's really, really accessible. And that's something they put in also for like your character customization. You can look like anything you want.
Yep.
Within the pixel blocks aesthetic.
I'm Wolverine.
I also thought that it was really ugly before I started playing. And I thought like, I'm never gonna like get into this because I really like pretty games. But now I realize like keeping it simple makes the building accessible to everyone. Like
Yes.
sometimes when there's too much detail, you can't think of yourself like making a beautiful castle.
Yeah.
Because
It's like I
everything has
can't
to
draw.
work together.
I've never been able to draw for shit. Like when I try to draw something, I can visualize it in my mind really well, and my hand is like, nobody, not happening. And it's because I'm trying to I want to make something beautiful. I can see other people who can draw, and I'm always really envious. And I'm like, that's amazing. And I just know I can't do it. But yeah, I can appreciate what it looks like in Minecraft, and I can collect the things and then put the things in a stack, and look at that. That looks great. And I totally get that. So it's the accessibility of the game is, I think, the hook. Also, I'm suspicious of the music. Like it's the only game I've ever played where the music is infrequent. And I think that might be some weird psychological thing that keeps you in the game.
Yeah, because you don't get tired of hearing the audio.
Yeah.
It's also funny sometimes how inappropriate the music is as it cuts in and out. Because sometimes you'll be like farming and it'll have like the more epic moment music. And then you'll be like surrounded by monsters in a cave in the dark by yourself. And it'll be like, doo, doo, doo.
Yeah, there's nothing like enjoying a sunset with this really peaceful piano music, and then in the midst of that, like just having a moment, I was like, this just looks great, and this is kind of peaceful and great. And then getting dive bombed by a hellbat. It's just like, I'm sorry, what? And then they're like bombing you at the beat of the song. It's like,
it's
okay.
not like World of Warcraft at all, because when you play World of Warcraft and you're running into like a new zone for the first time, and it has, I think, the best cinematic score of just any game. And you run into a new zone, and it's like the first time you're in this, and then it's like, and the music just like takes off. French horns are the best, and they just like, and it's like, and you're running across this bridge, and it's epic. It's just, but it's like wall-to-wall music everywhere.
Yeah,
it's like
but
themes for every zone.
I think a lot of the like action, like first-person shooters and that kind of thing, when you're in it, you can get sort of a sensory overload, especially audibly. Like if there's gunfire or whatever, and then you've also got the score and like all the
We're gonna have to do a whole episode about gaming and music because I have thoughts.
Okay.
Sometimes we play games, because Matt and I play a lot of co-op and couch co-op because I like gaming, and sometimes the music in the game means that we actually have playlists for certain games because we are not like that into the music, so we turn on our own stuff.
Oh yeah.
Versus some games where you're like, this is the great.
The music in Minecraft is surprisingly beautiful. So I kind of like there's certain ones through like my headphones they sound amazing. I'm just like, oh, this is really nice. Like the piano's playing and it's just like, oh, I'm totally into it. But I think that spacing it out minimizes
You also
fatigue.
haven't slept in 14 hours.
Whatever. I don't sleep in 14 hours typically.
Well, whatever.
I run off like 5 hours sleep. Okay, there's other aspects I wanted to get into, but we actually have run out of time. So I will thank both of you guys for joining us, and thank you, Roz, and thank you. Oh, I never said thank you, Alex, for setting up the server and getting us into this. Thanks, man. Like, good call. It's a lot of fun.
You did this. It's your fault.
It's true. So yeah, that's all we got for today. Stay tuned for more Minecraft updates and where you're going to be able to see us play that game. And you might be surprised. You might be like, you know what? I'm not going to watch them play. And then you see what's happening. You're like, whoa, what did they build? Because that's what's happening to me. So I'm warning you right now. You might be surprised. Stay tuned in the future for updates from A Filthy Lot. And next week, we'll see you again on A Filthy Talk, Friday, live, 5:30. Till then, stay filthy.